Hmm. Ay, solo este otro bastante para yung अच्छा हम यहाँ पे आ गए थे ना वो एक काम अरे यार कैसे करते थे बहुत सारे कॉपीराइट पड़े हैं पिछले स्ट्रीम पे गाने बजाने की वजह से वैसे ना कुछ फर्क तो पड़ता नहीं है बट मेरी रिकॉर्डिंग थोड़ी ऐसे चली जाएगी तो हम नहीं करेंगे मैं भूल जाता हूँ टैब से बंद करते हैं इसमें पूरा मोमेंटम किल कर सकते हैं हवा में ऐसे शिफ्ट कर दो तो वरना मैं अगर कूद के वहाँ तक जाऊँगा अरे आउट हो गया मैं जा रहा हूँ बीच में हवा खत्म बच्चों बाकी रहे
Reach for the sky, mister. This is the best gun in the whole galaxy. I paid 1,000,000 caps for it, and it wasn't even brand new. Well, if you can get me most of it, I could give you a loan for the rest. I don't really like to go to bed until it gets dark out. Sorry, but I need to shoot Stacy. We can find you another gun. See you.
Stacy कौन है? तो इधर आ रे, सबसे बात करनी है. Stacy is fleeing.
Hey, buddy, spare a cap? I can make it worth your while.
Rot face.
The first thing you should know is that Freeside is run by a pack of yahoos that call themselves the Kings. Their leader, who oddly enough calls himself the King, currently has his hands full trying to prevent an all-out riot in Freeside. That's 2 tips, but what the hell? You're a new customer, so the extra one's on me. Wanna hear another? I understand. Well, have a good day. What? Ah, my favorite customer. Got a cap for me? I understand. Well, have a good day. Watch out!
वगैरह देता है वो. अबे वो तो दो मेरे को. एक और था ना. स्पीच की बहुत ज़रूरत पड़ रही है. कितने 14 ना, तो 5 इसमें करते हैं, 5 स्पीच में करते हैं, ताकि मैं डायलॉग ऑप्शन यूज़ कर पाऊँ। मीली वेपन बाकी रिपेयर में डाल देते हैं। लॉक पे कितने काम आ नहीं रहा मेरे, कुछ टर्मिनल्स वगैरह काम आ सकते हैं पर बहुत लेवल पीछे है। सर्वाइवल कंज्यूमेबल आइटम, आई गेस इससे हम हेल्थ पैक वगैरह बना सकते हैं। आई गेस इसमें भी डालने पड़ेंगे पर अभी के लिए इतने पे डाल देते हैं यार। ये प्रिपेयर का ना एक और ऑप्शन चाहिए, तब शायद मैं ज़्यादा कर पाऊँगा। अरे इतने सारे वो हैं। The reason is something to be ordered using hardware you lower and additional 10 points of power damage threshold. That is significantly increase. हाँ ये अच्छा है। ओह ये बढ़िया लग रहा है ये वाला। यार यही सही है, मेरे को सबसे सही लग रहा है कि ये सही लग रहा है मेरे को। ये वाला करते हैं। स्विच ब्लेड कुछ खास नहीं है।
What's up? Yeah?
ये कुत्ते के साथ क्यों खेल रहा है? रॉड फेस कौन है?
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need. Have a look, baby.
ये सब नहीं चाहिए।
Bye.
तू नहीं पीता? वाओ। तो बात करके देखते हैं। सही हो गया वो कैंसर। इधर से तो आई गेस रास्ता नहीं है यार। मेरे हेल्थ कम है, मेरे को सोने की जगह चाहिए यार।
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. Stop by Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs, sir.
नहीं जाना है ना फ्री साइड।
Man, I'm hungry. I'd give anything for a fancy laugh. I've been saving up for one of those sweet pistols at the Silver Rush. That'll get me some respect.
The squatters have been more and more trouble lately.
ये सारे सेम ही क्यों दे रहे हैं?
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king? Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
अब इसके लिए 60 चाहिए।
What do I look like, a beggar to you? Take a hike, cheapskate.
Hey, what's shaking?
The bodyguards at the gates aren't so bad, except that Oris guy. That bastard runs his mouth a little too much.
ये है क्या जगह, मुझे समझा नहीं।
You want your hair done too? No. The kings are many, and their hair must be perfect.
और टूटे हुए शीशे पे बनाएगा क्या मेरे बाप? वैसे भी है ही नहीं। नाइस जगह मुझे चले की। तो चाहिए थी और स्टील करने को तो मैं कर लूँ, पर ऑरा कम हो जाता है इसमें। ऑरा बोल रहा हूँ।
Hey,
You got something you want to say?
नहीं भाई, कुछ नहीं बोलना मैंने। जहाँ मिशन है वहीं चलते हैं। वेलकम टू द स्ट्रिप।
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot. Admission to the strip requires an official passport or proof that you are carrying the required minimum balance. These policies prevent less reputable persons from entering and ensure a good time will be had by all who enter the strip. I'm sorry, but your balance does not meet the minimum balance. If you are unable to meet the minimum balance requirement, an official passport is an acceptable alternative. Please return when you have sufficient cash or passport.
इधर तो जाना है पर मेरे पास पासपोर्ट नहीं है। पास है कितने कैब्स? I guess मेरे को
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first. Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter. The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born. I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire.
Crier?
Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed. Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items. My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices. You're telling me, not long after my father's shop went under and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh. But no one would believe me. This sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying "told you so." After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long. Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched a woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy. Yeah, shit indeed happens. I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended. Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore. Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
Oh.
When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire. All right. See ya.
बिना उसके तो जा नहीं सकते हैं। आई गेस मेरे को उससे बात करनी पड़ेगी वो 500 वाले से। मुझे और कुछ यहाँ नज़र भी नहीं आ रहा इसमें, मतलब कि वहाँ जा सकते हैं खाली इससे बात करके देखते हैं।
You want to get your hands on some of the deadliest weapons around? Head just down the street to the Silver Rush. You won't be disappointed.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered. Hey, baby. Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler if you want to have a good time.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you? For the right caps, I might be able to put in a good word, or let people know you're not such a bad guy. What do you have in mind? What do you need, then? Sure, take a look.
ये सब तो लीजिए।
We ain't scraping to get by, if that's what you're asking. We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees. Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it. Just don't rough up the merchandise before delivery. You break it, you bought it. Okay, you got yourself a deal. Find escorts to fill the positions, and I'll pay double. Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up. The best place to start would be with Ralph, at Mick and Ralph's over on the east end of Freeside. Other than that, your guess is as good as mine. Till next time.
अच्छा।
Good day. Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
Oh। R&R.
We've got liquor, chems, and whores aplenty. Pick your fix and we'll oblige. Our only rule is no sampling the merchandise. Caps paid in advance. If you'd like to do a bit of gambling, we have an exchange at the back of the casino on the left. Since you're new, I'll lay out the rules for you. The prostitutes here aren't slaves. They decide who they service. You best make a good first impression if you want what they have to offer. Rooms are just a few caps a night. Your choice of company is extra, assuming anyone's taken a liking to you. Yep.
Hey.
अब तो वहाँ जा नहीं सकते तो आई गेस मिशन दूसरा करते हैं हम। कन्फ्रंट बेनी टॉप कैसीनो में जा नहीं सकते बेनी के पास, तो हमें थोड़ा पैसा चाहिए होगा पहले। ये वाला हो नहीं पाया, ये वाला कर सकते हैं।
Something you need, kid? You've got a mouth on you, kid. If I weren't busy working for the Garretts, I might give you a few lessons in common courtesy. Get lost.
Hello there.
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly? Come on, stay in character. You're supposed to be heckling me. Hey, not bad. Your timing's terrible and you got no style. But you might make it as a professional heckler. What? You mean you're not part of the act? Huh. Sorry. Thought you were the heckler Garrett hired to spice up the shows. Yeesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb? Yeah, that's right. Got me a nice juicy contract with the management. Okay, I admit it. I ain't exactly Rowan and Caps here. But what do you want? I'm under contract. I can't get out. Yeah, go on. Scram.
तो कुछ है ही नहीं जाने का। I guess एक तो इसी से बात करनी है हमें।
Hello again. I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job? Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation? Sorry, friend, but I just can't do it. What do I look like? Arm candy? I don't think so, friend. All right. Yep.
यार स्पीच ही नहीं है, अब कितनी स्पीच बढ़ाऊं, मेरे को तो समझ नहीं आ रहा। इससे बात तो हो गई, बाकी दो देख लेते हैं।
To Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. You're funny looking. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
एक तो उधर हो गया ना।
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
यहाँ है। ये क्या?
Howdy.
Goodbye.
यही है।
Howdy. I've been around a while. Currently working for the Followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun. I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while? I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door. What do you have in mind? They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard? I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays. I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got? Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me. They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms. Talk to you later.
भी एक और से बात करनी है ना, किस साइड है वो? उस साइड है ये। इससे की थी मैंने, क्योंकि यहाँ एक जगह है। इसके लिए तो स्पीच ही नहीं है ना, पास भी अच्छी नहीं है, वरना उससे भी बात कर लेता। कर लिया बात। ये नहीं है। Yeah, I guess.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need. Talk to you later.
Reach for the sky, mister. Yeah, it's time for me to sleep now. Good night.
वे बाहर है क्या?
Hey,
ये तो रहा।
how are you
बंदा दिख नहीं
today?
रहा था।
Santiago is fabulous. I am honored they would consider me. I'll start immediately. Goodbye.
यार उसके लिए मेरे पास स्पीच ही नहीं थी, तो नहीं तो मैं उसका भी सीन कर देता सेट। 60 भी 55 कितना 45 है मेरा, 50 चाहिए उसके लिए। सब तो स्पीच पे चल रहा है। अरे ठीक है भाई, अरे भाई इतने एक्साइटेड।
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you
want
covered.
someone dead? Really dead?
अच्छा नॉर्थ
Stop
गेट
by
तो
this-
वो है ना, पर उधर तो कुछ हुआ ही नहीं। तो क्या
Welcome back. What can I get you? And who would that be? That honeymouthed son of a bitch? Fine. At least let to shut up occasionally. Those pretty lips of his are gonna see more traffic than a Brahmin trail in low summer. Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start? A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference. For the right caps, I might be able to put in a good word, or let people know you're not such a bad guy. What do you have in mind? Alright, I can chat you up, but it's gonna cost you. I'm not risking my reputation around here for nothing. What do you need, then? Talk to you later.
यार उसे
Good day. Howdy. Then you'll need to get a room first, sweetie. You're gonna want the privacy. Bye.
रूम दे भाई, रूम दे फटफट।
Welcome back. What can I get you? Just a few caps and it's yours. Up the steps, last room on the left. If you leave the Wrangler, we'll assume you're checking out. Later.
अब बात कर।
Howdy. I'm available, sweetie, but you'll have to do as I say. Meet me upstairs. I'll try to leave you in one piece.
Hello there.
Hey. Howdy. Goodbye.